The night my mother said, "Be graceful," I knew I was already gone. We were standing in the kitchen I grew up in, the tiles still cracked in the same places. My father didn't look at me. He stared at the table like it was safer than my eyes. My sister, my younger sister, kept her hand on his arm. My ex-husband's arm. Like it belonged there. I nodded, calm, polite, quiet. "Understood," I said. That's when the plan finished assembling itself. I had loved him once. I had loved them longer. My sister used to sneak into my room at night and tell me her secrets. I covered for her when she failed classes, lent her money she never paid back, defended her when my parents were disappointed. When I married him, she cried harder than anyone, said she was losing me. I believed her. When the marriage ended, I carried the blame like a penance. "You're too intense. You work too much. You don't bend." My parents nodded along. He played wounded. I swallowed it. I always did. The affair came out by accident. A receipt left in my old coat pocket. A hotel keycard with a date that overlapped my anniversary. A photo reflection in a mirror she forgot was there. Nothing dramatic. Just undeniable. I didn't scream. I didn't confront. I went still. That's when pain turned into architecture. I walked away first. From family dinners. From group chats. From just be the bigger person phone calls. I let them believe I was broken, hurt, healing. While they planned a wedding, I planned an audit. I reviewed joint accounts he'd forgotten existed. I reread contracts my father had signed years ago without understanding the clauses I'd inserted. I tracked timelines, messages, IP logs. I watched patterns emerge like veins under skin. I learned when they lied by how quickly they agreed with each other. I transferred nothing. I moved everything. Silently, the invitation arrived thick and expensive. Cream paper, gold leaf, my name spelled carefully, like respect could be typeset. "We hope you'll stand with us." I RSVP'd no. That's when my parents chose sides out loud. They said love is complicated. That forgiveness is maturity. That family comes first. My mother asked me to give a speech at the rehearsal dinner to show unity. I smiled. "I won't be there," I said. I didn't explain. I never do when the ending is already written. 3 days before the wedding, the emails started. First, a notice from the trust administrator, then a compliance alert, then a legal inquiry from a firm my father recognized immediately, the one he always said we'd never need. My ex-husband called me at 2:11 a.m., his voice cracked on my name. He asked what was happening. I told him the truth. "Everything you ignored," I said. "Catching up." He hung up. By morning, my parents were frantic. My sister cried. Said this was cruel. Said I was ruining her happiness. Said I was jealous. I let her talk. The confrontation happened in the same living room where we took family photos every Christmas. I sat, calm, hands folded. I laid the documents out one by one. The prenup he'd pressured me to rush? It protected me completely. The shell company he used to hide income? Registered under a trust I controlled after his breach. The loan my father co-signed for him to start fresh. Void due to misrepresentation. The messages? Time-stamped, categorized, printed. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. My father's hands shook. My mother cried quietly, realizing too late that she had mistaken obedience for weakness. My sister screamed that I was evil. I watched her realize she was marrying a man with nothing. The wedding venue canceled by afternoon. Vendors unpaid. Accounts frozen. Guests already en route. I stood to leave. My mother whispered my name like a prayer she didn't believe would work. Now I think about that kitchen sometimes. About how easy it was for them to ask me to disappear so things could stay comfortable. I didn't destroy them. I revealed them. I didn't take revenge. I reclaimed ownership. Silence was my loudest move. Distance my sharpest blade. They still talk about me, about how cold I became, how unforgiving. They say I chose money over family. They never mention that I chose truth over betrayal. I sleep well, the kind of well you earn when you stop, begging to be loved and start deciding who gets access to you. The wedding never happened, but the awakening did.